we got the easy access action. There we go.
Awesome. So today we're doing something that we have never done before. And so this is a total, as you're always growing, you're testing out new things, seeing how things go. We wanted to do something completely different for you guys. So if you're here live, like, you guys are going to get the special treatment here. If you guys are here in the group or watching the replay, awesome. I think you're going to get a lot of value for this. I hope you have a pen and paper. You can take notes. So if you do not know who we are for some reason, my name is Holly, and this is my amazing husband, Chad. And Chad and I have been in business together for, we just figured out, like 3 years, working with coaches and people to really help them grow and scale their business. Before we were like,
well, we've been in sales and marketing for about 15 years. Do I got something? It will happen. And so 15 years of sales and marketing and 10 years in the transformational space. And we did a lot of things in different like affiliates, agency, a bunch of different marketing things that we did really great at, made a bunch of money, and
really what we discovered was it's the same process, right? But what's important is who it is that you're working with is where you're going to find your most fulfillment.
Yes.
So we went to an event, and it was a leadership event, and this guy said something so profound. It was, do what you love in the service of people who love what you do. And that's exactly why we're like, man, we've been in the transformational world for so long ourselves. We could literally go out there and be transformational coaches in our own, like with all the trainings and everything that we have under our belt. However, where we have our greatest gifts is in the sales and marketing piece. So what if we were to use all of our gifts, combine them together, and work with transformational coaches and people who are out making a transformation in other people's lives so we can have that ripple effect, right? So we went over from the agency model, working with strictly coaches, and it's been incredible. Like, we have some of our clients are on here now, and I absolutely love and adore all the people we work with. We have an incredible community. I know Chad is testing this all out now. So we have developed a whole model from all of our experience over the years called the quantum impact model. We're going to go over that model here in a little bit.
Super briefly,
just so you have the model. Like, these are the things, when you have these things down, that's like the foundation of growing your coaching business. So I'm going to share my screen. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, before we get started, Jeff, could you do me a favor? In the group, drop the link for the registry so they can actually jump on here, because who knows, sometimes Facebook Live dies in a Facebook group, and so it's not the most steady. Plus, sometimes it's wonky because of the size, and sometimes it goes all crazy, and the repeating mode and all that good stuff. And so if you could do that, that'd be super great. And this is not asking him. The only reason I explained it, he gets it. But if you're in the group, you want to go find that link in the thing and actually jump on here with us, because
you can be a participant like all these cool people.
You can actually ask questions. You can be with us. It's more intimate. It's not us talking to you. You can just be here, right? So
yes. Cool. Awesome. So let's share our screen and let's go over this quantum impact model so you get like a full understanding of your coaching and what it is that
What's
you're
up,
doing.
Derek?
Can you share the screen?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So ultimately,
do I want it?
Oh, look, you can share there now. Looks like it's much easier. Yay, updates. Yay, learning new things. Cool. So ultimately, as coaches, as we're building our business online, the real thing that we feel like what we really want, people say it's happiness. I don't think it's just happiness. I think it's really fulfillment. It's having that abundant life, right? So it's ultimately abundance, right? So we're all allowed to have abundance in our life. And in order to have abundance, what that looks like is it takes a few things, right? It takes having freedom in your life where you make the calls. You're the victor of life. You get to control what goes, right? You have that freedom in your world. It also takes impact, right? It's not purpose is part of it. When you make an impact on other people, and especially like you guys, because I know you guys, I know who you are, I see you as powerful. Like, when you make an impact, you're living in your purpose. And when you're living in your purpose, you get that fulfillment, you get that joy, right? And then, of course, income, because that's part of abundance too. It's the whole package. It's not just money. It's not just freedom. It's not just purpose. It's having all of it. And in order to do that online, we're going to go through this like pretty quick. We've gone through full trainings where we went through all of these. We're really going to focus on the signature offer today. But in order to have that freedom, that impact, that income, it's going to take you to be able to attract new people. Right?
Thanks, Jeff.
It's going to take, you're going to have to enroll new clients, and there's a transformation that's going to have to happen. You are not the person, like, to reach your goals. You're not it right now. Otherwise, you'd already be there. Right? So there's a transformation that has to happen. So there's a few things to be able to do in each one. I'm going to just quickly go over them. To be able to attract, you have to have your messaging down. Right? So your messaging. You have to start building your tribe online, having that tribe of people, like your warm audience and people who really are like, oh my gosh, I get you. And we like to call this F yeah content. So the content and things that you're putting out there, you're giving value. There's a couple things that go with the F yeah content that we're not going to talk about today. We can totally talk about if you want to later on down the road. But to be able to put content out there where people are like, F yeah, this is the person that I know can help me. What does that look like? And in order to enroll people, get different colors here. For one, you need your signature offer. You need to be able to have qualifying conversations with people. You don't want to just talk to everybody, right? You want to qualify people before you talk to them. And you also have to have converting conversations.
Welcome, Thomas.
So all of these are important in order for you to really enroll and be able to get new clients. But we already used this color, so we use different colors.
So in the comments, while Holly's writing this out, I would really be curious on, obviously we're going to focus on signature thing, but I'm just, what's coming up for you? Do you feel like you need more attract? Do you feel like you need more enroll? Do you feel like you need more transformation? Like any of these specific ones that you're like, man, I know I need that. And just let us know in the comments so we can.
So this is a conversation, right? Exactly. We're not just talking at you. Now the transformation piece. This entails a few different things as well. It really entails becoming a master of your time, right? We hear somebody like, "Oh, I don't have time. I don't know how can I do it all," right? So you need to become the master of your time and not let time master you. There's also, like, we kind of split this up into breakthrough and I'm adding in well-being here because you got to take care of yourself and you got to take care of your mind. In order to have full performance, it really does involve both. And then also leverage. Being able to have leverage systems, a process in place where it's not just the one-on-one, it's all of the above, right? So how can you put in processes and systems and have a system together that is going to give you leverage, which really is a transformation, because a lot of times, we're thinking per hour, per session, per person, where leverage is a whole switch in mind shift of expansion, right? So that's why that's in the transformation piece. Today, however, where all of this is important, and if you feel you're looking at this like, oh my gosh, I need all of this, or I need, this is something that I could really use help in. Because we're not going through all of it, let's book a game plan session, right? So we're going to throw a link at any time here. If you want to grab a call, we'll put a game plan together with you. Hop on the call. More than happy to talk to you. But for today, we are going over the signature offer because it's important. Oh, what did I do here? I moved. That's what I did.
You moved.
So
that's your computer. This is us over here.
And my laptop here and my iPad here. So let's go over the signature offer a little bit. So I'm reading some of the comments here. All of the above. Jeff, we love you too. What a part. Attract, enrolling. Got that. Cool. Just finishing up some new offers, go with my signature course. Would love to upsell some higher ticket personal coaching. Yeah, Jennifer, I've seen that in you for a long time now. Cool. So what is a signature offer? And why do you need one? You want to go with a signature offer?
Yes, I would.
Cool. I could go on and on.
So a signature offer is something we maybe stop sharing. Yes, there we go. Here we are. So what is a signature offer, and why do you need it? Why does it set yourself apart? This is the thing. A signature offer allows you everything that we talked about there. More freedom, more impact, and more income, right? Why freedom? Well, it's a delivery thing, right? When you're being able to, and some people, you're like, man, I really wish I could just get 5 clients a month or 3 clients a month or whatever. So you're not having delivery challenges yet. But then there's people like, I know Katie's going to be in like a week or 2, is in the sense of delivery challenges, where if she did all one-on-one, it would really become I think we need to full screen this so it doesn't do weird duplicate things. And so so it becomes a delivery thing of you literally can't handle the clients that are coming through the door if it's all on a one-on-one basis. And so it's a really big freedom thing. If you want a life where you can do other things, be able to give back to a time with charities and do the things that you love that is fun, spend time with your family, all these things, you need to create a model that allows freedom in it, where it doesn't matter if you sell 5 or you sell 10,
or you sell
50, your time investment is similar. So that is one aspect of it. 2, it's the impact, right? A signature model or a signature program allows for way more intimacy, more accountability. It comes with way more. One of the things that we love to do is we bring in the education process through digital content. So then we don't have to teach you live. And so what that allows is it frees up our time to coach and work through with clients and help you get what's in your way out of the way.
It's coaching and teaching, 2 different things, right?
Exactly.
So if you can have your clients learn at their pace on their time, and then you have your coaching, you're able to accomplish a lot more and have a deeper impact with them.
Yeah, very good. And then really it allows you to create that the impact on multiple different layers, multiple different levels, and it's going to allow way more impact than it would be just one-on-one or just group or especially
just a course.
Just a course.
Right, a lot of times, by
themselves are terrible.
Who goes through the whole course, right? That
Nobody.
Nobody
yeah, like
just needs
if you don't have somebody like sticking you like Jeff, Jeff's job is really like to push it, like pull people through the content and get
Maybe
them
not push, but hold you accountable.
Well, that's why I changed from push to pull.
We're not dragging you and we're not pushing you, but we are holding you accountable, and that wraps in with the coaching, which is a lot more powerful than just providing a course.
Yes. And yeah, so that's super powerful. The next one is income. Why does having a signature program allow for more income? I have a friend, and he has his whole hook is how to sell courses, $1,000 courses for $5,000. And I was like, what is he doing that's different? So, but really what it is he's taking a course of like what people are creating and then helping them create a signature offer, signature program around the course. And it's super, super powerful because now him and our clients can sell their courses or coaching for way more money for that reason, because it has so many layers of impact to it, but more or even more in the sense that it checks so many boxes of covering objections, and it does all of these things that are super powerful.
Yeah, so I like to use this kind of, what is the kind of like?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you would call it. So, and if you've been on one of our lives before, you may have heard me say this about signature offers because it's so true. So I could sell you my phone, right? It's a really nice phone. It's a Samsung 10 Plus, pretty much new phone. Here you go, right off the gate, $500. really good deal for this phone, by the way. Paid more than that. And it's just like every other phone. You could go to Verizon or eBay or wherever and get the same phone, right? Nothing is going to change except for people are going to look at the price and then buy it based on price alone. And when you're in coaching, that is the last thing you want to do, right? However, I could tell you this phone is loaded with every single day. You're going to get new trainings and motivation and empowerment by us every single day of the year that's going to help you grow your business. Not only that, but it's also loaded and equipped with different tools to be able to help you grow your coaching. You can keep track of your clients, help them stay accountable. There's apps on this phone that are has every Tony Robbins course that was ever put into existence. And that I just wrapped up into an offer, and suddenly this phone became invaluable for coaches and can now be sold for thousands of dollars, right? There's no other phone like this because of all of the things that are in the phone, right? So that's why, why do you need a signature offer? A couple different reasons. For one, you just raise the value, like Chad said. And for two, competition is no longer even a thing. Right? Nobody is going to look at you based on your price, based on what it is like, oh, well, this person does the same. Like, what is price comparison or price shopping? Forget that. We don't want any of that, right?
Yeah. So I've seen people, sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I've seen people where they're like, they already bought a course, right? And this is just an example, right? They bought this course already paid for it. But then somebody else starts promoting it and they create this offer around a course, an affiliate offer, right? This is like a little bit different of a thing, but they're like put all these bonuses in and they made this so valuable that people bought it again because they just wanted those bonuses. And so it becomes so valuable. It becomes like like they bought something they already have again just to get these bonuses.
I think we actually did that once.
Did we? We may have done that. So that's very well thing. So how can you do that? How could you get your people to essentially buy your thing twice because you have all these bonuses and added things and the support and just everything creates this amazing offer that people get so excited for that you never get people saying no to the price, or you never get anybody saying, well, so-and-so has this over here.
Yeah.
Right.
And you do that by having your signature offer. Exactly. So I want to share a little story real quick about one of our clients that this really made a huge difference for her. So Amber was one of our, she was one of our clients from the very beginning, and she's gone on and done amazing things. But Amber, when she first started with us, she was an offline coach. She was going through a lot of challenges, not challenges, life transformations is a better term. She was going through a lot of transformations in her own life, wanting to go nomadic and completely put her program online. So her program offline was at $17,000?
$18,000.
$18,000 for the year was her program. And we worked with her on a few things, right? We worked with her in the quantum impact model of, attracting or messaging. But when we came down to her signature offer, we worked with her to create more value into what it was that she was doing. And she developed, what was it, net? She developed a really cool program that was stretched out through the year that worked in multiple different sections of people's spiritual, their health, and their overall well-being. She had meditations in there. She had meal plans in there. She had accountability. We really packed in her offer. We were able to raise her offer to 33. So I asked confirmation. $33,000 for the year. Amber went out, she took the model, she sold 6 of those within about 6 weeks. She got $138,000 worth of signed contracts for her coaching just by really tweaking and adding value into her signature offer. Yeah,
she collected around $80,000 if you added it all up. I mean, just in that 6 weeks, right? Yeah. So it was she had 2 people pay. It was a husband wife situation, so got a little bit of a discount, but collected a full one from that $33,000, and and it was amazing. I signed contracts, 138K in 6 weeks.
I got another one. Hell yeah!
Yeah,
it was super fun to see it, and the difference was like she wasn't just a health coach.
Yeah.
Right. That's not what she had set herself up to be. Having a signature offer allowed her to pack a lot more value in, was able to raise her price, and she did very, very well.
Yep.
Right now, we're working with clients every day, all day long, to help them come up with amazing programs like this. And we can't promise that that's what's going to happen for you, right? No guarantees though, but we share because we want you to know what's possible by having one of these.
You know, that's actually a really good point. And I think maybe bringing out Leslie, because you had a big challenge coming when you came into this about your program. Would you be willing to come out and talk about the challenge that you had and like you wanted a different, so you don't have to if you don't want to.
What do you want to know?
So you had this, you had a 90-day program and you're like not really sure how to create it as that's another thing that we do that a signature program can do, and that's what we teach, is an ongoing bringing in new people so you don't have to wait 90 days to get new clients.
Yeah, and that's what I thought, because everyone else is out there saying have a program that lasts a specific amount of time, but it's so much energy goes into actually having to launch it, having to fill it. And so I wanted to be able to have this program where it's ongoing all the time, that people can join when they want, they can go through the modules on their own time, and that's the teaching piece of it. And then the coaching is like this, the coaching piece is this, and having the conversations with the clients via Zoom. So I wanted to be able to do that. And I'm seeing that through just going through the process with you guys right now, like what is possible.
Yeah.
And so then, of course, listening to you guys talk about having that, I have my 30-day love it or leave it. And right now I went through a qual process, and now I'm just waiting for the person to book a call with me now, because now I'm there. I have a few more people I'm going to reach after we have finish this training. I already have like things that I want to do. Like I'm ready to go. All of the stuff you guys have to help set me up for success.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the key thing there is being able to wrap, that can be the most challenging thing, because we went through this ourselves. We had a 90-day program, and we launched every 90 days, and it was cool and a nightmare at the same time.
Yeah, Jack remembers that.
Yes, Jack remembers that, because you have to wait for income every 90 days. So if you had a launch that didn't go as successful as you wanted to, and launches can get exhausting, literally exhausting, where you're, just in launch mode. I got to do this because I'm not going to get any more income for the next 90 days. Yep. That's a horrible feeling, right? It's not a good energy to move forward in. So being able to create that process where you don't have to be in launch mode every 90 days or every 10 weeks, and be able to continually bring people in is really, really valuable. It was one of the biggest things that I think we personally went through, and be able to pass on to our clients to make sure that they do that too, because we know that challenge. It sounds good in the beginning, and then when you go through it, it's like, okay, this isn't good. What can I do next? And that's that leverage in your signature offer too.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But one of my biggest takeaways, just in case anyone is on here new, is that the whole qualifying questions process is so good, because I was getting on the phone with everybody before and not getting really any results. Whereas now I qualify you to get on the phone first.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm not so much because I still want to help people, but I also want to make bank. So that's the whole point too. Yeah. So I can do more, so I can reach more. And if I don't make money, I can't work.
Yeah. And if you're making, that's the one thing we teach is if you're making a difference with your content, you're putting out all this free content. There's going to always be, as our mentor calls them, free pool. People that just want free stuff, right? But we want people. Yeah. It's good. So I told you guys this was going to be a party. All right. So, but yeah. So, anyways, it's you're giving all the free content for the free pool, and you're going to attract the people.
Yeah. Exactly. Cool.
People are
So-
just going to get that in a minute. There you go. Yeah.
Painful people. Yeah, there we go. Good. So Jim says I've been working on setting up an evergreen funnel around the signature course. So that's awesome. That's a kind of a different conversation. We actually funnels are amazing and they have their place. And what we're talking about here is putting together a course with coaching so you can up the value, and you actually don't need a funnel to be able to do this right away.
Yeah.
Right. Like
and we actually teach our clients not to use funnels until you got the messaging down. You got your basically your
it's converting
A to Z.
Yeah, and having the process down, because a lot of times you can take a lot of time trying to put the funnel, and especially evergreen funnel, and making sure that works. You're putting more energy into that rather than your clients, and really making an impact in your clients' lives. So that's part of our process too, is to help you not have that technological stuff, not get caught up in the automation stuff yet until it's time.
Yeah.
Right. So we say anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000, really $8,000 to $10,000 a month once you're making that evergreen and automate it to pieces. Right? Until then, like, let's make a really deep impact and get clients organically and have a process that's very simple, that you're really focusing on people rather than just the process or the automation stuff for it. And there's nothing wrong with it, right? If that's what's working for you, then totally go do what you feel and what's working for you. And at any time, guys, you're hearing this, you're like, I would love to know how to create this structure where I can always bring in clients. I can have that leverage. I can create and not have to be stuck in launch mode and be able to create this offer. It sounds amazing. Let's book a call, right? We'll get on a game plan. Let's see where you're at. See if we can even help in any way. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. I don't know until we have that conversation, right? There's absolutely nothing to sell in this party. That's not what we're here for. We want to make sure that you're getting like the deepest impact with your clients, and we're a stand for you to succeed. So anytime, let's book a call. We'll see what we can do to help you get this stuff all together.
Yep.
So we have a fun little training, something that we, it's funny, we went to, where were we? We were in New Huntington Beach, California in not that long ago, November, something like that, with our mentor, because totally believe that coaches need coaches. You got to have a mentor and a coach yourself so you can grow. And we were in a session and they looked at us and was like, didn't quite yell at us, but it was very like, nah, stop. Right. So what was happening is we had a couple different programs, a couple different, like we were doing a couple, not like completely different. They worked together. Right. We had like the upsell, like here's a small package and then you could upsell to the big one. And they looked at us and they're like, no, stop. So we want to pass this on because it's been very valuable for us. We've literally had the same program for going on 2 years now, right? We don't switch it up. We don't have it like we optimize. We're always optimizing the program and how can we make it better? What can we do for our clients to have a deeper impact? What can be added to it? But we're not making a bunch of new programs every 60 days or like, and I see a lot of coaches do that actually. They'll like run one program and then like have to come up with another one and then run another one. And then I have an upsell. And then there's, really like 8-figure companies that are teaching, like, you have to have the whole value ladder and the upsell and the downsell and the high ticket and the low ticket and have this crazy 7-step funnel system that's going to, magically bring in all the money. And what we found and what our mentor was very specific on was this. So I'm going to have Chad, Chad really has this down. So I want to give him, it sounds exhausting. It is exhausting. We've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Right. Been there, done that. Had the brain trauma and the exhaustion and the fell down flat on my face of overworking. No, thank you. Never again. Right. That is one of the reasons I am so passionate about leverage, and I'm passionate about doing things in a way that's simple, effective, and has a deep impact with people. So as he's writing this all out, like a quick story, if you don't know, I'll kind of educate you on what happened with me. Is we used to run an agency and do funnels and websites, and we used to do the launches and the courses and the whole system of things. And what ended up happening, I was on the computer all day long, staring at a screen, taking on way too much than what is humanly possible. And my brain was literally, it was like, no, you can't do this anymore. And I started getting seizures, about 12 a day. And one time it got really bad because I am a achiever. I like to perform. And I went full out seizure that lasted about 35 minutes. And when Chad found me and I woke up and I finally stopped, I had brain trauma in the pons region of my brain, which is where all of your memories are stored. And I had no idea who he was.
What a brain.
I had no idea that I had kids. I didn't know my name. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know anything. And it was the scariest thing that I've ever gone through. It took me about a year and a half, 2 years to fully heal from that, right? And so when I'm telling you that I'm passionate about finding leverage in a way that's simple, I'm telling you I'm passionate about finding leverage that was simple. We had to restructure and rebuild everything. And when we could bring it down to this, what we're about to show you, it really transformed a lot in our business. And so we share this with our clients. We share this with our people because it works, right? I know that if I could go from, I literally went from nothing with no memories, no nothing, figuring out systems and what's the simplest way to do this, someone with brain trauma, I know that anyone can do this, right? So go ahead. I want to give you a little background on what made me so passionate about really keeping things simple and having leverage.
Yep. So just to kind of give it a little bit. So our coach is Talking More at milliondollarcoach.com. He taught us this, basically one offer. So essentially, like Holly said, we had two offers. We had a 60-day program and we had a 12-month program. And after they were done with the 6-month or 60-day program, we were basically had to do all this work to upsell them into a 12-month program. And it was having to come. I mean, they're making a bunch of money. They're like, well, I think I know how to do this, or they're like, I don't know if I'm ready for this or whatever. And there's all these discussions. When we combined it from 60 days to a year, things just blew, it was amazing. It's so good.
I got 7 clients.
Yeah, 7 clients. Yeah, it was a ton. We were literally crushed it. It was so great, the difference that it's made.
I really think because when we put it into one offer, it was our signature offer that was
it just made sense.
It just made sense, right? And that's what we're talking about now, is having that signature offer. One signature offer. Yep. That is really powerful, and people are like, oh my gosh, I need that.
Yes, exactly. And then one client, back a while ago, we would work, we narrowed in on just coaches and just transformational coaches specifically. So we were working with all kinds of different coaches at one point in time, all different, what we called it was impact-driven entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty broad in the sense that we got them results, the entrepreneurs, and we had one that was a grant writer, and she did over $1 million worth of grants. We had, I'm trying to think some other people, a podcast coach, and he ended up getting on Thinkific and being a part of them and doing all kinds of course sales there. And the one thing it wasn't the same process with everyone. And what you really want to look at is your process going to be the same with every single one of your clients? You want one client and one main result that you're going to help them with.
Yeah. So our main client is transformation coaches.
Yeah.
Right? We know our process works really, really good for people who are in the transformational space. Yeah. Right? Because we get it. We've been through the training ourselves. We know that world. We know the language. We get it, and they get us. Right? So who is that for you?
Yeah, it's when you start having to do things differently. When you have to speak differently to this group instead of this group. If we're you're going to do one thing for this type of business, but then you're going to do something different for this type. And then it complicates your process. And then you have to start over like explaining things. And if you can keep it to one client, it becomes super simple to just your one messaging to one group of people. And that's just going to land for them.
And simple is more impactful. It really is. A lot of time, as natural human beings, we like to complicate, right? Anyone? It's okay. It's like a natural thing. We go to complicate. Like, if it's complicated, it must work because it's complicated. However, like, simple is actually more effective and more impactful.
What's up, Nia? You must have heard yours must have been ringing.
We were just talking. Like, Nia is our grant writer. So thanks for hopping on,
Nia.
Such amazing. Nia actually, like, forever. She made me cry. I still have the card she sent after she went through our program. She sent us T-shirts that said, Chad and Holly made a difference in Nia's life. And so I got them this shirt so they wouldn't forget it or something like that. And so Chad has a blue one. I have a pink one. Sent me the most amazing card. I actually just found it the other day. It's in my office on my desk. I'm like, my eyes are watering. Like, every single person that we work with is such a special person to me. Super great for them. So.
And Nia, we need to help you set up a coaching program so you can come work with us again. All right, so
so you can help other people get these grants out.
Yes, exactly.
Transform more people's lives. So one conversion strategy.
Yep. So we only do one conversion strategy. We'll never sell on this like a training like this. We're not going to offer you to buy anything or to go to a page and put your money in or whatever. It's one conversion strategy. We do phone call. We do 2 calls. We do one call that's super quick, 15 minutes, to see if you're a good fit. If you're a good fit, then we get you on a second call, go really deep into your vision, and like really help you create a plan to get to where you want to go. And then if you want our help, implementing it, then we will help you do that. So you have to really look at like, what is your conversion strategy? You don't want to be doing, a webinar that sells, and then a workshop that sells, and then a call that sells. Like all these, you'll never become an expert at anything if you're doing all these different strategies.
You're doing all the things.
Yep, doing all the things. The next one is really, this is like kind of a challenging one for us because we love being in a little bit different spots, especially because there's multiple one of us. But it's one platform, one traffic strategy. And so we really focus on Facebook. I would say 90% of our focus is on Facebook. We have a little bit of stuff on Pinterest and a little bit of stuff on LinkedIn.
It all goes to Facebook, right? So our other traffic streams, they go to our group.
Yeah.
So I would even say our traffic stream is our group. And like everything else is getting funneled to our group. Right? So when you have like your main thing, again, simple, 1, 1, 1, 1, and you do this for 1 year.
Yep.
Right? So consistently, one offer, one client, one conversion strategy, one traffic stream for 1 year.
Yep.
And watch what happens with your focus, and watch what happens with your coaching business.
Yep.
Right? This is something, again, super simple. When you reach that 6-7 figures or whatever, do different traffic streams. We're not telling you not to, right? However, when you're like in that first, like you're getting going, keep things simple, guys. That's it. Like one.
It's like when you say you have 20 lasers, and you take those lasers and put them all together and focus them on one place, you're going to make it through that piece of wood or whatever you got going on through it much easier than if you split it all into different areas.
Oh, you ever try to take a laser and point it at 5 different things? Doesn't even work, right? It's not even possible. So just keep it simple. Right? And if you're hearing all of this and you're like, wow, that game plan thing sounds really good. I think that could really help me out. Let's book a call and get, like, we're all yours, right? Let's hear about what it is that you're creating. Chad is going to drop it here and then make sure it is on the live as well. Let's see what you're creating. See if
Jeff, could you do that?
A good fit or not, and we can create that. You guys did it at the same time. Jeff is amazing. Jeff works with us in Quantum Impact, and he is such a valued team member for sure. He really helps our clients get clarity stay accountable to what it is that they promise. He's just a huge asset. So shout out to Jeff.
Yep.
So I appreciate that. So yeah, let's get on a call. Let's go through what it is that you're creating. Let's get some clarity and create that game plan with you. We'd be more than happy to do that. So just got to click on that link. You'll fill out a few short questions that are going to help us on the call, and then find a time that works best for you. Okay, so you guys are probably thinking like, all right, let's get to the, like, I want to create a signature offer. I see how valuable this is. You probably stop sharing this.
Yep. Jeff, just communication, could you please share the link to book a call on the stream in the group?
Thank you. Perfect, and thank you.
Oh, and actually, could you share the stream into the event in the group too? Thank you.
Oh, cool. Great idea. So this is the pen and paper. Hope you guys, in the beginning, I said let's get a pen and paper, because we are going to map this out for you. Hope you get your offer, right? This is a party. We said this is what we were going to do. So let's get to it. You guys understand why having an offer is so important. You get why you need one, the power of having one. So let's get one going, right? The first things first that you want to do, we call this the brain dump. The brain dump is super powerful in creating your program and creating your offer. You can do, we're going to share with you how to do it. I don't know if we're going to have the time because we've been running. I want to be mindful of everyone's time. But on your piece of paper, you're going to write on the top, brain dump. Okay? And I'm actually going to invite you to do this probably after, I'm going to say. But I want you to set your clock for 5 minutes. And literally, like, even beforehand, I want you, maybe you like get grounded, meditate, like really get into that like creation space, whatever that looks like. Put some candles out. If you're like a sage or Palo Santos kind of person, like clear your space, like get your environment right? Do that, and then set your timer for 5 minutes with a piece of paper. And I want you to write everything you can possibly do for your client, and don't tell your brain no. So if you're thinking like, I don't know if I could, like, stop yourself, write it down.
Teach them to bong a beer, write it down.
I was laughing with someone, we were talking about this the other day. I'm like, if you're teaching them how to sell drugs and like rob a bank, obviously we don't want you to do that, but we don't want you to tell your brain no, because when you tell your brain no, like, oh, that's crazy, a stud service, so I love it. When you tell your brain no, what happens is it starts shutting down the creativity. So there's no wrong answers. There's nothing too far-fetched at all. You're going to let it all out. Everything, every crazy idea, every good idea, every bad idea. You're not going to put any judgments on it whatsoever. You're going to just list everything out, right? And when you do that, there's going to be a few things that happen. And set the timer, because I don't know, there's something powerful when you have a timer that's like, okay, timer's set. I'm going to just let it all out. And then once you have that timer is done, then you're going to look at your list. And a couple things are going to happen. You're going to see like no, I'm not going to teach people to sell drugs. No, I'm not going to teach people how to bong a beer. Like, you're going to cross the silly stuff out. Okay. And then you'll see a whole bunch of things. And I want to make a distinction here right now as you're going through your list. There is having your course and a program and having an offer. They're two different things. Doing this brain dump will help you establish both, right? So let's talk about the distinction of a program versus an offer real quick. Your program, this could be like, you have your 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 90-day program where week 1, they're going to get this. Week 2, they're going to get this. Week 3, they're going to get this. Week 4, they're going to get this, right? So that's your program of like the outline of what your program is going to be. That's completely different than your offer. Your offer is going to include your program, and it's also going to include, like, maybe it's a course, it's a coaching program, it's a community. Maybe if you do meditations, there's meditations in there. Maybe there's some audios about reprogramming your brain. Maybe there's like quantum healing exercises that you can do. I think what other, there's so many different things that you can physically do. Maybe you have like a healing technique that you can work with them on. Perhaps you have like, if you are like health thing, you know, maybe your yoga, maybe there's like some yoga exercises or some gut healing stuff. Like that's an offer. You're putting those all together to create a really powerful offer.
So I just want to say, this is Holly's freaking such a genius zone on like a next level like thing, right? So she used to do this for a living in the sense of had a guy that ran an 8-figure business, and he would say coaching business that said, I need a course by Monday, get it done, and she would come up with a course.
It was like Sunday night.
Yep. And so you're getting somebody that is world class at doing this to help you walk through this, plus she gets what you do. So it's super, super. I'm over here inviting people to this live because I can do that right now. And this is her skill set. So I just wanted to edify her in that realm.
I appreciate that.
Thing.
Thank you.
You're
So take those exercises, you know, the Course of Miracles. I know Sue, she does the Course of Miracles. If that's something you could even include as a program, like you're stacking the value of what you do with your people. And then your program includes, like, so maybe week 1, if you're doing meditations, like you have meditations that go with it. So do you guys see, I want to make sure that I'm really clear the distinction between your program and what an offer is. And if you just let me know in the chat, that would be amazing. Give me some ideas. Good. Glad. And when you have that offer stacked and you're getting multiple things, that's when you can start raising the value, right? It goes from like a $500 course to even $1,000 course to literally $5,000 or more by being able to stack this value in. So in your brain dump, you're going to look at this list, and there's going to be a few things. There's going to be things that go into your program, and there's going to be things that go into your offer. And I just want to make sure that those are distinguished. Bonuses, yes. So let's talk about that a little bit. Like how much should you stack in your offer? Right. So if you have your main vehicle, right, this is like your like for us.
Yeah, you do, Katie.
You definitely have so much to offer. Yes. You told me, but now I see. Bing, I love light bulb moments. Cool. I can affirm the brain dump to creating course outline if you have time on this call. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's pull you out here in just a minute, and I would love for you to share what that was like for you. And so as you see this stuff, so you want your, you know, maybe it's your course is really like your vehicle, right? Like that's the training, that's the process that they're going through. And then you want like your coaching, and your coaching, you know, we like group coaching. I think it's actually more powerful than one-on-one because you get input from everybody, and everybody, it becomes like a co-collective like community that's really powerful. A community in itself, people want to be a part of something that can be a part of your offer. And the delivery, right? You got to deliver on this stuff as well. So that is your offer. So you want to take this brain jump, and literally, guys, all you need is just to have that outline and then go execute that. So Sue, I would love to pull you out. You need a deep dive date. Totally down to have a deep dive date with you, Katie. Let me know when. I'll shoot you over my calendar, and we can set that up. Sue, I'm going to pull you out and talk about the brain dump and how that was for you. I think I just unmuted you. Here you are.
Okay. All right. So just quickly, I did that brain dump, and I just blew me away with what I had on that brain dump. And what the point I want to make is that in one of our sessions thereafter, within minutes, whatever it was it half an hour, I had my whole outline down for my course. It blew me away and how quickly that was, which is giving me a complete freedom now as I'm continuing to create my content. And it is moving me forward in terms of the whole concept, in terms of the offer. So I just wanted to add that in the power of it and the power of your work. So thanks.
Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Cool. Well, let me flip over here. So what I want to do with you guys, I want to give you guys just another invitation. You know, if you're hearing this and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, Katie, we're going to hop on. We're going to have like a power hour, get her offer together and like our deep dive date together. You're like, I want a deep dive date with you too. Like, let's book a game plan, right? And let's see where exactly it is that you are. Let's see if we can help you or not. Truly don't know what you're doing. Don't know you yet, right? So let's book a call. Let's get a game plan together and let's see where we can go from there. Get you some clarity and a good plan. And then if it's a good fit, I'd be more than happy to do that deep dive date with you as well.
Yep. Yeah. So obviously we had so much time here to do this, right? And what we do and what Holly does is just so amazing at helping people put their like programs together. It's just so valuable and like we don't have the time to do everything that she does on this call. So like she said, if you want help putting this together, and really it's all that other stuff too. So yeah, you got the signature program, and now how do you create that attraction? How do you create that enrollment process where
how do you go out there and sell it?
Yeah, how do you actually sell it? Where's the other things that are missing in what you got going on? If you want help with that, let's book a call and jump on and really see if we can help.
Yeah. So I appreciate you guys. Your next call to action is to, one, book that call. There's a link in the comments, or if you're watching the replay on a page somewhere, there's probably a button below there. And two, go do your brain dump, right? And I would love to hear what came up for you. Message Chad or myself and let us know what those things are, because I always love hearing what gets created from this kind of stuff.
I have an idea. So
No
we have
way.
7 minutes for it to be an hour. Let's do this. I would love to bring out Katie, Sue, and Leslie kind of separately. And then if and just kind of say who wants to go first, and just if anybody's on the fence of booking a call with us, let them know like why would they really want to work with us. Who wants to go first? Just unmute and go.
I'll go.
Cool.
If you have that desire in your belly to give more and it keeps poking you and you're not really exactly sure which direction to go and you kept bumping into walls, call Chad and Holly. Put your ego aside, put your certifications aside, put all of that aside, and let them help you dial this in. I've been working with you guys now for a few weeks and I've done the brain dump. But after all of the other things that I've done, I'm like crying right now because I've been panicked over the last couple of days trying to put it all together. And I'm like, just the way you said that, Holly, to offer the year. And we would not be on this call if we did not all have a tremendous amount to offer. Let Holly and Chad smooth your edges. You will not be sorry. You just won't be sorry. It's so freaking fantastic. Okay, I'm done.
You're crying.
I don't know why I'm so teary about it. It's so exciting. It's so exciting to put this energy in motion. It's just nothing that compares to it. And I've been through a bunch of trainings and they're patient, they're kind, they're understanding, and they'll kick your ass a little when you need it too. And it's fantastic. I haven't been emotional yet, but I am today.
Well, thank you so much. I just honor you. I really
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's so great.
Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
You want to go, Sue? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, I went over all of their material and, I was stuck in terms of moving forward with my coaching and stuck in developing a program. But when I reviewed what Chad and Holly had to offer, they know in that 15-minute call, I was ready and ready to go because they had everything that was missing over here for me. And like Katie, it's only been a couple of weeks for me. And, I just feel so acknowledged, so honored, so accepted. I can't say enough either, Katie. I'm just blown away because it's like miracles keep happening.
Right?
There's over there the power of what Chad and Holly have created. And I'm about creating and about manifesting a law of attraction. I'll tell you what, it is alive in this group. It is so alive. And I feel their love. I feel the love of everyone. And I just know I'm moving forward. And this whole concept of transformational coach is just so deep in my soul now. It was there. They pulled it out. So I could just go on. I could go on like this, and I'm getting emotional too. Thanks. Thank you.
We're all like
Yeah.
together.
Leslie.
Thank you so
Yeah, I think that's awesome for both of you, Sue and Katie. For me, I've been following them for quite some time now, and I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm very sensitive, and I think what I loved is Holly and we have this emotional connection beyond just coach and client, and it's not to say anything about you, Chad, because I think you're awesome as well, but I feel like it's just knowing the type of person that I am, and Holly just gets me that way when I talk about being a person who's very emotional, and how I connect to the people that I work with. And what I really love is that knowing I have this passion, and it's like I know it to my bones that it's what I want to do. Like I feel it. I want nothing else. If everything stopped in the world and I had one thing to choose, I already know what it is. And so what I love about Chad and Holly is that all of the systems that they have in place is what I've been looking for. Yeah. And no one else has offered that. Nobody on the planet. I have looked, trust me, I have done it. I have been listening to too many voices, and they have everything that I've been looking for. I just didn't know it. And I kept going over here and going over there, and someone was promising me this and telling me to do that. And they were like saying, no, all you have to do is this. You don't have to like have all of these extra things that are going to take you beyond the next level, that you already are there. Just trust yourself and trust that you got what you need inside of you. Yeah. And so because they knew me and they had the patience and kept coming back and checking up on me, you know that it's the real deal from them, because it's not about, I know for a fact, yes, you want to make bank. Of course, we all want to make bank. But I know that for them, if that was the one thing they had to choose as helping transformational coaches or getting paid, their thought is, I'm going to do everything I can to help that person. Like, that's just the feeling I get from you guys. Like, you really love on your clients. And so I love you guys. Like, seriously, you've changed my life. You've changed my life. And you too, Jeff, because I love working with you too, because you're amazing. You've got a great personality, and it's just, he pulls it out of us what we need, right? Gives us that little extra that we need too. So this is a great team. So if you are looking for something and you're not quite sure what that something is, hop on a call, because you never know. They could be the one you've been waiting for.
Thank you.
They are the one.
Oh, you guys. My heart is so warm right now. And this is what happens. So I just want to finish off with this. This is what happens when you have your one people and you know who your people is, and you're building your tribe, and you're really passionate about what you do, right? We have a rule that if we wouldn't want to invite you to dinner, then we don't want to work with you. Right? Which is why we don't just go off and sell on trainings, because we want to have conversations with everybody. Because when you do that and you are not picky, but kind of picky about who it is you work with and who's in your program, we've created an incredible, the most amazing community that I am honored to serve and be a part of every day. Yeah. Right? Truly, I'm crying too, mean that with all of my heart. I'm a stand for people who are out to make a transformation. So if that's you and you feel this in your bones and you know, this is the stuff that I need, it's just a call. It's just a conversation. Let's have that conversation. Go ahead and book that right now. I want to hear about your brain dump and what it is that you've created. So we will talk very soon, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you got a ton of value from this, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
So we can